Good morning, everybody. Renee here with Luminous. Going to walk you through everything you need to know about airbrushing from the very first moment that you open up your box and whatever comes in your kit. We're going to talk about it today. So if you are just joining us, please, 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 because we love you, go ahead and subscribe to our channel and turn on those notifications because you don't want to miss a thing. Here is our schedule. It's running right down here below, so you don't miss any of our lives. We go live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 8, 10, 12, 2, and 4. And on Fridays, we have our summer hours going on for you from 8 and 10 a.m. Central. All of our times are Central Time. If you have any questions or anything that I might miss in the comments or any specific questions to what's going on with you and your airbrush system, questions about your foundation, whatever, you can go ahead and send me an email and I promise that I'll respond. All right. Good morning, Michelle. Hi, Connie. Hi, Jeannie. Hi, Candy. Thank you so much for joining us. So, all right. You know what? Let's have some fun and get started. Let me change this right here. Pop this up. Let's talk about a few simple suggestions that we add for you to get going. So these are just a few options here that we are just suggesting to you. Here is your Luminous Air system. Here is your stylus. This is your foundation well. All of your foundation will go in here. You have a little trigger here that is going to release your foundation, and you want to hold this like a pencil. So I'm going to grab a piece of paper here so that we can do a little demo. All right, we're going to do a little demo. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Amber. Welcome. We love the demo. So let's start with these few suggestions here that we're going to keep our stylus moving. We're going to stay 4 finger widths from the skin. And we are going to barely pull back on the trigger. So those are the things that we're going to demonstrate. Hey, Tamberly. Hey, Michelle. That we're going to demonstrate right here on this paper. So we are going to keep our stylus moving. We're going to stay a good width away from our skin. And in this case, this is our paper because we're just testing it. And we're going to barely pull back on the trigger. So this is a great way to hold this as like a pen, and using it on a paper for the first time is a great way to get used to it. So what's also great too is that you can see, because if we're choosing our color, like we did when we checked out and bought our system, we're going to be picking a color that's pretty close to our skin tone. So we might not be able to see all the tiny details because that's the beauty of airbrush. But it can make it even more challenging for us when we're trying to practice because we can't see it. So a great way to get started is with a piece of paper. It does not take a lot of your foundation away. You can just practice with a few dots. Now, if you get too close, you can see a huge difference. If you also pull back too much on the trigger, and you can see this kind of looks wet compared to this, it's already set. So this demo is a really great way for you to recreate this demo at home, try it at home. Why not? Because you can actually see, like, we don't have transfer here. But if I go here and I went too close, I got a little transfer. So those are just the suggestions that we offer you to make your application that much easier, right? Because that's what this is all about. Now, it is a learning curve, and you are going to have to start feeling it a little bit, trying it out, and see what you think. So don't worry about it. It is going to take a few times. Our girl Heather says about 7 times. So give it 7 days and 7 tries, because you're going to, just like riding a bike, you don't get it on it the first time, and because you don't get it, you just throw your bike away. I mean, that's traumatic. But just saying, you know. Oh, Patty's here. Michelle. Michelle's looking for her mom. It's Michelle's mom here. Connie's here. Amanda, everybody. I love it. So great to see everyone. All right. Clipping my hair back because I clip my hair back when I do any makeup. Okay. Let's get started with testing your, just testing color here. So when you get 2 bottles of foundation, it doesn't matter what formula you get, what colors you get, you're going to get 2 colors. But the way to test your foundation shade is the same. So we're going to use fingertip, line, that's our shade 4. And then I'm going to do same process, fingertip, just a drop, and then a line. So whichever one you feel is the most, you feel, not me, not your friend, not whatever, whatever you feel is the closest to the skin that, or the tone that you like, is going to be your best option. Okay, so it's whatever you're comfortable in. I have worked as a makeup artist for over 15 years. And so if you guys, Deborah, don't start doing math over there. So I've worked with doing makeup for over 15 years. And I find that I could tell you my recommendation for foundation until the cows come home. But what is going to be the best foundation color for you is what you feel most comfortable in. Hands down. Hands down. Okay, so let's get started. Now here we've had a question, and I love this question. Do I need to clean out my stylus between colors? Here's the deal. If you're using a color, like for example, I just used Mystic 12 to do my demo. This is obviously not my color. So there might be some of that residue in this, in this. I have a little water right here. I'm going to pour just a tiny bit of water in there. I'm not doing this because I have to clean it in between. It just depends on what color you use beforehand. Reason, for example, maybe you use blush before you use a concealer. Deborah's over there doing math. I love it. I love you, girl. 15 years plus 3 years, I'm 27. Yes, Candy. It is 100% about the way that you feel. All right. Okay. So the reason why I'm cleaning that out like that is because I used a much darker color, and if I'm going into my foundation color, I want to make sure that it's not mixing in. Same concept if you're using blush before. You don't have to clean it out, but you might want to run a little bit through it or some water through it, just so that you don't get blush on your forehead or on your concealer, or that it's mixing in. So it's not that it is, you have to. We recommend cleaning after your foundation. I mean, we recommend cleaning after you're using it for the day, but just use your best judgment if you need to clean it in between. So for example, if I went to foundation, to love, to blush, I probably would not be cleaning it out in between. Thumbs up in the comments if you think that makes sense. All right, let's get started. We're going to use the same technique here. I'm using our Ultra formula, in shade 4. Good, yay! Jeannie says it makes sense on cleaning. So it's really on, like, if maybe you did all your eyeshadows or you did your darker eyebrows and black airbrush eyeshadows, you might want to clean it out or run some water through it before you do your concealer. You can always just put your concealer in there and run that through it, but that's a waste of your product. There we go. And we don't want to waste our precious foundation. Oh, good. Amber agrees, Connie agrees, Deborah gets it, Patty gets it, Candy gets it, Jeannie thinks it makes sense. There we go. It really just depends on your experience. And you will hear myself and Heather say, until the cows come home, we don't have rules. The only things that we definitely are going to give you some great suggestions about, like we just did with that demo, not because we want to give you rules, but because it's going to make your airbrushing experience so much more successful, and you're going to love this product that much more. All right, there we go. That is our number 4. Now that is the Ultra. Let me show you a little bit, guys, over here. Our foundation chart. Here we go. Love this. If you've never tried any of our foundations, maybe beyond our Silk, we do have a variety of foundations that are going to give you slightly different results. For example, we can get you up to full coverage. We can give you different finishes. So if you tend to be oilier, you can try the matte. You can try any foundation and they're going to give you different results. And that is the beauty of variety in foundations. It's so important to have options because I don't believe that foundation is one size fits all. That's why we have so many different kinds. Now we do recommend, that our airbrush system has an automatic turn off and mine just went to sleep. Okay, over here in the comments, Deborah makes me laugh literally every day. I don't know what I'm doing with my wrist, but she catches me every time. All right, let's get into our blush. I'm really feeling the Tulip blush here recently. Come on, camera, show the world. There it is, the Tulip blush. Okay, shaking it up. Tulip blush, when I have Tulip blush on, you can't tell me nothing because I love this blush. Love it. All right. If you have not used blush before, try it with just a few drops and get used to the feeling. If you are nervous about blush or you are concerned with it making it too intense, you can put it underneath of your foundation. Yes, underneath of your foundation. So, hey, if anybody is new to us and hasn't joined us before, can you leave us a comment, please, and let me know that you're here, that you're new, because we have a great group of people here that love to hang out, love to talk to each other. Tulip blush is my color. It is my color. My color. Love it. I'm going to put some on my lips. Oh, Renee is here. All right. I feel like a rock star when I wear this blush. I like to take it up to my temples a little bit. All the fun in there. Okay, let's wrap this look up. We're going to finish this up with the Love. Guys, if you're new, we want to let you know that every single live that we do, we start the same way. We walk you through how to get started, how to use your airbrush system from the moment that you get it into your home, and how to get started with what you have. Now, we do go into some different techniques or different steps, so join us multiple times, because sometimes we'll do our blush first. Sometimes we'll do a different formula foundation. Sometimes we'll mix Love into our product. So stay tuned. There's never just one way to do your makeup and do airbrush. So watch a few of these if this is your first time. because you're going to get so much out of these conversations. Check out the comments. We've got lots of questions that go on, and there's infinite possibilities to just create whatever look you're going for. So be sure to be a subscriber. Woo! Watch more than one video, because you never know what we're going to talk about. So we do these live so that we can give you feedback in the moment, and we can talk about everything airbrush all together. So we are doing, you'll catch me, I'm doing demos almost every single time I go live on the paper, so that you can see how it benefits you to use the steps that we have. And let's finish up with Candy likes the soft rose. Renee was doing her makeup, and then Michelle needs the tulip faux show. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit of love in my stylus. And we're just gonna finish this up. This is a hydrating luminizer, absolutely beautiful finisher for the skin, and just gives you a little glow. Oh my gosh, you guys are a mess. So just so everyone knows, hey Jacqueline, I got your email yesterday. I sent you a response. So hopefully that we can help with that. Also, if you are concerned with fine lines, I would highly recommend staying farther back when you spray and using a little bit of less coverage. So even in traditional makeup and in airbrush makeup, sometimes we try to put foundation or something that's colored on top of wrinkles, but those things do not necessarily help with texture. So makeup can slightly blur fine lines, especially if it's not one that settles. And we also want to just use less makeup around the areas, around your eyes, and around where you have more concerns with fine lines. 100% if that is your concern. Also, we want to make sure that our skin is super, super hydrated, and we're taking care of that with different skincare products. For example, guys, I just rearranged my office and woo! Where is it? Here it is. I'm coming back. Okay, so there we go. This is our Snapback Serum. Snapback. Can we see it? Is it showing up? There we go. This one is amazing for fine lines. This has hyaluronic acid in it and a topical equivalent to like a Botox. So that is going to help with the texture. So let's talk about, it's definitely going to help hydrate, moisture, absolutely. You want to make sure that you give your skin a break and let that absorb. And unless you actually have hyperpigmentation, redness, or anything in that particular area where you are looking to cover, sometimes just a little bit of tiny mist of foundation versus trying to cover it actually looks better. Like I've said, 15 plus years of experience working with women of all ages, of all skin tones, all skin types. 100% less is more when it comes to texture, and texture equals fine lines and wrinkles. Renee wants to know, how do you get the makeup off the sides of your hair? Okay, Renee, so this is sometimes happens when you first get started airbrushing. Now, I have a ton of baby hairs, like the littlest, like all these little baby hairs. Just a damp towel right around the edges when you're getting started. And then the more frequently you use it, this is why I also clip my hair back, not because it gets in. You guys can see, I have baby hairs galore. And usually, and I hate to tell you this, Deborah, are you ready? I have gray hair. I have gray hairs. So sometimes they actually get accentuated with a little bit of airbrush mist. I have all these little fine hairs everywhere. So if you are concerned about that, just take a damp towel and hit your hairline around after. Now this, I hate to tell you guys, this is, you see how my hair is lighter than this and it's gray. So where you see that first is right around here. And all my 27-year-old gray hairs, they show up first. And because these hairs actually come on my face, they do sometimes get caught in the stream of the airbrush, and I just wipe them down with a damp towel. Because our makeup's water-based, it comes out very, very easy. Oh, good. Renee did that too. Amber, the snapback, I believe right now, let me grab that for you. Jeannie, we're sticking with the story that I'm 27. So I'm not going to tell you any different. That's Deborah has assigned me the age of 27, and I am not here to argue. You know what I'm saying, guys? You know what I mean? Let me grab that snapback for you. Hang tight for a minute. All right, skincare. Guys, I'm going to tell you this, and I will stick to this story. Your makeup is only as good as how you take care of your skin. I promise. I promise. So, as Deborah said, math in 27, doing makeup for 15 years. I started when Deborah's math. Why am I calling you Brenda? Deborah's math is the best. When I'm 3, I started at 3, did makeup for 15 years, and now I'm 27. Okay. All right, guys. So this is 100%. 100%. Your makeup is only as good as the skin that you take care of it, right? Your skincare is kind of like eating right and going to the gym and taking care of your body, and your makeup is like your Spanx. Does that make sense? So it's only going to smooth out so much if what's underneath is taken care of, right? Right. All right, everybody. I appreciate all of your time. I love hanging out with you. I love these questions. We get to, no, I'm sorry, Deborah. I'm so sorry. I just read it out of the corner of my eye over here on my chats, and I see the RA, and I'm like, ah. All right. I hope that makes sense for you guys. Take care of your skin. Take your makeup off. Wash your face. Put eye cream on. You get one face, guys. Put your sunscreen on. Wear your sunscreen. You get one face. So take care of it. So there we go. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I will see you guys back here at 10 a.m. for my last live today. I think I'm going to do something special. All right, everybody. I'll see you then. Thanks so much.